Hello, everyone. Look at where we are. This damn show, Love is Blind, has me recording at 10:42 a.m. on Thursday, like a fucking psycho. Um, because I'm not gonna do a recap of episodes 6, 7, and 8. But I do want to talk about one thing. I want to talk about Zack and Bliss because I feel like the comments I've seen about Zack and Bliss, um, people are saying that Bliss shouldn't have given Zack a second chance. So Bliss should give Zack a second chance because Bliss is Zack's first choice. Let's not get it twisted. Zack was really into Bliss based on everything he said to her in the pods. He was really, really feeling her. Zack was manipulated into choosing Irina because Irina presented herself as this great girl outside of her forgetting his birthday. Bliss is the one who was in the pods talking about, I was freaking out with Irina and I'm so sorry and I'm so sorry. And I just, there's a lot going on. Bliss presented her ass a straight drama. And then Bliss said, you know what, if you pick Irina, that's going to say a lot about you. If a man told me that, I would never pick him. If someone told me, if you pick David, then that I'm like, okay, I'm already making a mental note right then and there. I got to pick David because you're trying to let me know that you're going to make my decisions for me and that you don't trust me to make my own choices and that you're telling me what to do in a contest where it's all about how I feel about someone and you're telling me how I should feel about somebody, get the fuck out. And you see this shit on The Bachelor because I used to watch that show. Like, you're not every single girl on The Bachelor who ever got in The Bachelor's face and bitched to him about another girl. Like, he always sent her ass home week after week. Like, let these people make their own decisions. And so Bliss played herself. Bliss presented herself as a fucking bitch. And so she was, justifiably eliminated outside of the whole cupcakes. Sorry. So Bliss was Zach's first choice. And then let's not forget, she was like, oh yeah, my dad has never liked any of my boyfriends. Like, she just sold herself so short. And so as a result, he picked Irina. And so then Irina made it very clear that he is basically the ugliest man she's ever seen in her life. He was not allowed to touch her pinky. He never at any point got to kiss her on the lips. He couldn't hug her. She always screamed. She always ran. She always wanted a wall in between them in the bed. So, how the fuck would that make Bliss Zach's second choice, y'all? Zach made his decision before he saw what Irina looked like. And before he saw that Irina didn't want to be within 100 yards of him. It is not fair for anyone to claim that Bliss is Zach's second choice. Just like how Zach told Bliss on the boat, he was just like, you would be my second choice if I wanted Irina. And I don't want her. And so it's like, um, unfortunately, Bliss wasn't really able to give him much time to sweat it out because he proposed. I would have liked for her to kind of definitely drag him and just, really, really make him suffer and wonder if she's going to give him a second chance or not. But based upon the time constraints of the show, she just didn't really have that opportunity. And then I actually was very, very heartbroken seeing Bliss and Zach together because you hear Zach say that Bliss has luscious lips. I hate to cough on y'all, but there's something in my throat. You hear that Zach says that Bliss has luscious lips, and you see how he's so happy and he can't stop kissing her. And it's heartbreaking to me because my self-esteem was hurt watching the way that Irina treated Zach. Like, I was hurt. And I just couldn't imagine if a man treated me like that. And so it's like that is going to damage your self esteem. And so you see that Irina broke him down, and I think that's why he acts like he can't believe that Bliss allows him to kiss her, and it's that made me sad, honestly. Like, even though he's so happy, it's like I can tell that he's just like in a state of shock, like, wow, she's allowing me to interact with her. And that's because of how Irina treated him. And it's like, it's really mind blowing. How dare you get on a show where the end game is to get married and you don't have the decency to tell your fiance that you don't want to be there? And all the while he can't even look, he can't even look in your eyes. You got to cover up your face. Like, woo, Irina, girl, you did not think this through. You did not think it through. You cannot recover from this at all. Again, we got some new shakes in the building. We got some female shake version of shakes this season. I actually stopped recording to cough. Unlike the other time I coughed. Like, let me be a little better about it this time. Um, so I wanted to quickly record an episode to say, like, y'all, any of y'all who are shitting on Bliss and Zack, it's like you're forgetting how Bliss presented her damn self in the pods. Because I would have never chosen anyone like Bliss, who's like, my family's not gonna like you. I'm having drama with someone else. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm freaking out. I was freaking out. It's just, lots going on. And like, I would be like, okay, nope, I'm done. And on top of that, as far as Zack being creepy or people thinking he's weird or creepy, we don't gotta like Zack. We only have to like Zack if we are engaged to him, dating him, or engaged to him. We don't all gotta, be some type of mild ass version of Irina. We're not with him. So it doesn't matter what we think of him. I think that I love them together because Zack is gonna worship her. Zack is gonna do no wrong. Zack seems to just really worship the ground that she walks on. He seems like he will put in a lot of effort to be a great partner. And that's more than enough. That's more than most women could ask for. So unless Zack is pursuing you and you don't want to be with him, you don't gotta like talk shit about Zack. Don't y'all think that he's gone through enough? Don't you think that he's been humiliated enough and disrespected enough and mocked enough and treated so horribly on one of the most popular shows in Netflix history? Don't you think he's gone through enough? I don't understand. It's like he's fine. He's just not fine for you if you have a problem with him. Me personally, I think Zack, with how sweet he seems to be and caring and loving and giving, yeah, I could deal with his quirks. But would I go with like naming my child Goliath? Like, no. And then as far as Bliss is concerned, she actually, I find her a little annoying. She just seems like I don't care for her voice. And she seems a bit too apologetic, a bit too Valley Girl. Yes, I did say that. Shut the fuck up. To anyone who wants to say pod calling the kettle black. Bliss is not my vibe. Personally, like if I were a guy, like she has a great rack, but she's not my vibe. But I like them as a couple thus far. Episodes are going to drop tonight at midnight. So, I might see something that'll make me change my mind. But based upon what I saw in episodes 6 through 8, I think Bliss seems to really vibe with him, really like him, Zack. So I'm team. The only couples that I'm rooting for and care about this season are Tiffany and Brett and Zack and Bliss. The other couples, I can't. I cannot at all. As far as Chelsea really bothers me because she likes to smother her men and she's too desperate for me. I can't deal with it. It's hard for me to stomach. I think she's too clingy and needy, and most people don't like that. They want to feel like there's some type of pursuit, like you're some type of challenge. Most people want to feel like they can initiate first, and I think I just get very desperate vibes from her. So I don't like that at all in a partner. Like, let me breathe, let me live. And then who else is left? Marshall and Jackie. We already know they're doomed as fuck. And then Micah and Paul, I also don't like them as a couple because I think that Paul is a lot more put together than Micah is. And I feel like Micah, she's incredibly stupid if she's letting her salty ass, bitter ass, domineering, unhappy ass friend steer her away from her fiance. Like, hello, there are jealous ass people out there who call themselves your friends. You're supposed to make your own decision, you dumbass. I don't really care for Micah, so I think Paul should find someone else. And I think that the only people who are going to actually get married are Tiffany and Brett. I don't know about any other couple, to be honest. And I think it would be kind of great if Zach and Bliss, I wouldn't mind if they just decided to date instead of get married. And then I don't think any of the other couples should be together. I think they're all a joke. So it's fascinating how, like, with this quote unquote experiment of dating without seeing people on this show, it just produces so few actual legit, strong, solid couples. That is super fascinating because I actually counted a photo and there were 15 men. So can you imagine out of 30 people, there are only like two couples a year that make it? It's really, really interesting. So again, Netflix needs to listen to me. They would have better success rates if they actually found people that their contestants like to date, as far as what they look like, and as far as what they're bringing to the table. And then we would have a much higher success rate. So, anyways, that's it. I just thought I should say this before. Was not planning on doing another Love is Blind episode, but I'm like, no, new episodes are about to drop, and I'm tired of people slamming Zach and Bliss. So I just want to come to their defense, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye.